She knows. I know that she knows. Hey, y'all, what up, what up, what up? You guys asked me to do a compilation video, but I don't want to do that because it takes too damn long. So we are just going to play what we're going to play. We're going to play some videos. So we're just going to go back to where she starts talking about this.
But he's coloring. I just came inside. I'm cooking the spaghetti. I'm gonna use this pot. I need to get a new pot.
Spaghetti, spaghetti.
I don't know. I'm afraid that it's gonna burn something up. But cooking dinner. Yes, I'm cooking spaghetti. Something quick. A lot of y'all have concerns on why I cook spaghetti a lot or I cook certain things. Lighting a lot.
It's easier.
Honestly, I
You're
cook
lazy.
this stuff a lot because y'all, we have kids in sports. I try to cook what's more convenient and what's easy for me. And spaghetti, like Jasmine, we know you only had to pay 10%. No. My baby fathers, 10%. 10%. 10%. No. My baby fathers paid $500. Not me. They paid $500. Now,
and I think the reason why Jazz said that is because Olivia was laughing at the fact that, oh, well, my man looks at me like this, and my man kissed me, and your man didn't even pay your bail. So I think that's why Jasmine did this, to be honest. Like, y'all, we know Chris was nowhere to be found. I mean, let's keep it 100, y'all. Chris was not even there when the motherfucker was there. Like, when he was there, he still wasn't there. So who are you trying to convince, Jasmundo? I don't know. Because we're going to play. Because we've already read the whole thing. If y'all want to see it, I could show it on here. Because I still got it up, baby. Shout out to Latrice. Because she remembered what the fuck was said on that paper. It said that you had this type of bond. It was right here. This type of bond right here. Can y'all see it? Okay. Thank you. I'll let you guys read that because that's the type of bond that she had. Okay. That's the type of bond that you had over there. It showed online that you had this type of bond. And what this bond means that a bailsman or any type of third-party company guarantees the court the defendant will appear to their court day. So instead of you paying the full amount, you're going to pay a non-refundable fee, which is 10 to 15% of the bail. And then the bondsman then posts the full amount on your behalf. This guy pays the full amount of your, so your shit was fully paid, but they only had to pay 10 to 15%. The bondsman paid the full amount. And what happens if you don't end up in court? This is what happens when you don't end up in court. How can I move it up? If you don't show up to court, the bondsman is on the hook for the full bail. So expect them to send a bounty hunter. Yes, it's real. Or take legal action, baby. So I guess the bondsman is her baby daddy. The bondsman is your baby daddy, I guess, because that's who paid the full amount. Anyway.
the 10%, why? Because that's what they were trying to do at first. Is pay 10%. So because it's not in my county, you're required to pay the full fee. You need help, Maya? Can you push that book down? He's trying to hold it down. I don't know. Put something on it. The coloring. Can you put the colors on it? Help him. He's trying to push it down. So with that being said,
I just got a comment, Erica. The way she was talking about Screamzilla. I don't know who that. I guess that's Derry. Was at the jail. She said Derry was at the jail house. Her mom bonded her out if she had to pay the full $500. Her mom and dad got together and paid that because why would the baby daddies take Derry to the courthouse? Who had the baby? Mama Dukes. You're right, baby.
Said they had to pay the full $500. And
look,
I'm not here to convince anybody. People are going to think what they want to think. They're like, oh, your baby. We know Chris ain't paid. We know they ain't paid. Look, I said what I said. I can't. I don't know what else you want me to say. I don't put all my business out there, but I feel like y'all wanted to know so much.
She said, I don't put all my business out there, baby. Girl, that's all you do is put your business out here. What do you mean I don't put all my business out there, baby? Oh, Lord.
So I gave it to y'all. And it's like when I give it to y'all be like, what? Why? How embarrassing you called your baby daddies. First of all,
she did call her baby daddies. The only one that showed up was Philip, okay? Philip will do anything for Jasmine. Remember when Asia sent me a screenshot of the text he sent Asia? Shout out to Asia because she sent that to me. He said, I'll do anything for you and Jasmine. I'll do anything for you two always. He'll do anything for Asia. He'll do anything for Jasmine. So Philip was there and Hannah. Philip sent dairy to Mama Duke's house. So Mama Duke's had dairy. Philip grabbed the 4 kids, all right? He grabbed his 4. She said, well, we're going to watch her video when she got out too. Watch what she said.
I called Philip and Hannah first.
See, she called
and that's Hannah. Because I was by their exit. And
that's not why you called Philip and Hannah first. You probably try calling Chris, but Chris ain't going to answer you, baby. He didn't even answer Philip or Mama Dukes.
Then to come get my car. So after,
she said, I called Philip so he can come get my car.
After that, so Philip and Hannah took my car to their house. And yeah, I went to their house and got my car, came back this way. Baby daddy still paid for me to eat. I didn't have to pay my own food.
Baby daddy still paid for me to eat. So she wants y'all to believe. Now, remember, we're going to watch the video when she got arrested. She's saying right here that Chris got her out and Chris got her food. So remember that, all right?
Believe what y'all want to believe. Look, I'm not here to make you believe me. I'm just telling you the facts. I would not believe
you anyways.
But it is what it is, honestly. You know, I'm grateful that I do have a support system when it comes to them, and they was able to get me out of jail ASAP, literally, as soon as my bond.
Baby, you were in jail for how many hours? You complained about it.
Sit down there. And the police officer was like, oh, that's your son? I was like, yeah, that's my son. He's not used to being without me for so long. So, yeah, that's my son. He's not. And I was like, yeah, that's my son.
Wait.
Literally, as soon as my bond was set down there. And the police officer was like, oh, that's your son? I was like, yeah, that's my son. He's not used.
So as soon as your bond was set, someone went over there to the jail with your son. Philip didn't have your son. Chris didn't have your son. So Mama Dukes had the son. So, okay.
To being without me for so long. So he was like, yeah, he was asking about you. Because it was only legend down there. So, yeah. And I didn't see the other kids till the next day. And I got out and I went straight to mommy mode. Because
you didn't see the other kids till the next day because Mama Dukes had your kids. And what happened to your Mama Dukes having Amaya? I guess Philip went and picked up Amaya. So Philip had all the kids.
That's what I do, which is straight to sports. You know?
All right. So, you heard that part, okay? Let's go back to when she first came out with it. She put her mug shot and, she like, oh, my mug shot, whatever. All right.
Why isn't this working?
We're going to hear this.
Okay? Hell, you can look it up online and find it yourself.
Wait.
All right. Here you go. I might as well put my own mugshot out there. Yeah, we're going to get into why and who. I don't think, let me. Yes, really. I just got bailed out. I'm not lying. Here. I can go get the papers. Here go my ID that I got.
Let's go when she starts.
Hell, you can look it up online and find it yourself.
Hold up.
That they did. And they had it in court today. All right, y'all. Let's get back to it. So he said, have you been to Arlington? I was like, no. Like, for what, right? And he says someone filed a report back in November and said that you came to Arlington and harassed them. At this point, my kids had already went through trauma when it comes to their dad getting arrested. And you can only imagine. And there was a lot of stuff going on. I don't even know if I'm going to talk about what happened with Kaylin in school because that's just a whole other story when I was finding out. But he was like, he's on the thing, and he pulled me over my light, and he was like, I don't want to have to take you in, but I feel like I'm going to have to because you got a warrant for harassing somebody. I said, well, can I see the report? This is the report in the system, right? Don't ask me how they got more information to figure out who actually filed the report, but they did, and they had it in court today. So
how did they figure out? They probably have her name on there, baby. I mean, there was no secret that Olivia's a cop caller. I mean, the girl calls a cop if she sees a grasshopper or she sees a bird in her house. She'll call a cop. If someone knocks on her door by accident, she'll call the cops. I mean, that girl called the cops for anything. She got that number on speed dial. Shoot.
He was like, yeah, there's no names, but they told me to bring you in. And I was like, okay, so I'm going to jail for harassing somebody, but yet in Williamson County, I've made multiple, cases about being harassed. And the files are there. And honestly, when you go to jail, they treat all prisoners like they're equal. There's nobody, oh, she's a content creator with 65,000 followers. Let me look a little bit deeper and see what the fuck she's talking about.
Because they don't, you know how many online cases they probably go through? I mean, probably a lot. They probably don't care about, oh, well, she has 65,000 paid subscribers. We might have to look into this because it could be a harassment online. At the time, they probably don't care. The whole point is you have something in the system, and that's why they took you in, right?
It ain't like that, right? Everyone's treated equal, and motherfuckers are rude as fuck.
Yeah, everyone's treated equal.
And so I get to jail, get booked in. Well, let me backtrack. My kids are crying in the car because I'm in handcuffs. And so I begged the dude. I was like, can you please, mind you, my baby's in the car, my twins. Aiden is like freaking the fuck out. Only ones that's not really crying, it's kind of Caitlin. She's just like freaking out and calling everybody. She's calling Chris. She's calling my mom. She's calling Philip. I said, sir, can you give me my phone?
Kaylin's calling Chris, her mom, everyone.
I said, their dad's house is literally down the street. Give me my phone, please, so I can call and have them come get my car and come get my children. And so I'm calling Philip, and I'm like shaking at this point because like my mind is going and I'm really thinking about them. Like, what the fuck? Like, who does some shit like this? That's really what's going on. I'm like, who can dislike a person so much to ruffle up some children's feathers too, to try to get to me, right? Who does stuff like that? Who likes to put kids under distress, right? Let me keep eating my food. Mind y'all, I'm hungry as fuck. I haven't ate. So I dropped my location and I'm like, I'll call him back. I dropped my location and I'm like, Philip,
I'll call him back.
Hannah, y'all come now. And I'm begging the dude to call Chris next. And I called him, but I couldn't get through his job.
She called Chris but couldn't get through his job. So that tells me you don't have his number, or you couldn't call his phone because he was at work. So you, Kaylin, and Philip tried to call Chris, and he was nowhere to be found.
He ended up calling back, and I'm like, pick up I'm in handcuffs, so I can't answer the phone. And he's talking to Philip outside. And I'm like, can you please?
So she said that Chris ended up calling her back and she was handcuffed. So Philip had to speak with Chris.
He's come in the car and pick up the phone. He's calling. So he comes back in the car and he picks up the phone. And Philip's talking to Chris and he said, hey, I got Legend. I'm going to drop him off with her mom. Or we can meet and stuff like that.
So Philip tells Christopher that he has Legend and he's going to drop him off at Mama Duke's house.
They correspond that situation. And I drive off seeing my kids over there, right? So we're talking in the car, and I'm telling him, first of all, these handcuffs are hurting. The scratches are gone now, but they were hurting me bad. It was a long process. I didn't eat nothing. They didn't have food in there. Like when I was in there the last night, it was cold as fuck. And I just felt so violated. My thing is, if I'm going to go to jail, I want to go to jail I want to do something. You know what I'm saying? Like, I felt like the meaning behind me going to jail was just, it didn't make no sense. Like, I'm in jail, locked up, and I ain't even beat nobody ass. Like, I was flabbergasted. Like, why am I in jail? Not even hurt nobody, right? So, I'm asking everybody and trying to talk to somebody, giving them. But me, I'm always giving a motherfucker benefit of the doubt because I say, you know what? The first person that came to my mind was Olivia Johnson because she's in Arlington, Texas. But I gave her a benefit of the doubt. I said, no mother would do something like that to kids.
Then you must not know her.
But then I still kept in the back of my head, it could be this dumbass bitch, right? And so I said, man, I was telling them, I said, hey, I'm a content creator. I said they could use the but there was no name under the report that they got. That's what I was getting. And I kept asking, why is it a warrant? I was never issued a citation, nothing. And it was in Williamson County. Even if it went to my old house, I would have got it because everything got transferred to this house. Didn't get shit. So how did I get subject to a warrant? And I still have not got the answer to that, right? I'm gonna give a person a benefit of the doubt because they're a parent. That's the only reason why. Not because I don't fuck with that bitch, but you know, this is crazy. Counterfile. Yeah, Chrissy. For real. So we're gonna get to that. So I'm talking to the man and he's like, I'm gonna look and see. So I don't even think he was supposed to tell me because he came back and he said, this was like around 1:00 in the morning. He said, do you know Olivia Johnson? And I said, what? Even the women in the sales that I was in, because they were asking me what I was there for, they were flabbergasted. These are women that's been in, they've been in jail before.
Can you imagine Jasmine talking to the girls they're like, what are you in here for? Okay, you guys, I'm a content creator, got 65K subscribers, and these haters.
I've never been in jail. Never. So, they was like, what? We all flabbergasted at this point. Like,
flabbergasted.
And you don't understand. I had time to sit and think about how I was going to approach this. I had a lot of time to think. Like, I'm going to say this bitch's name. But for what? It's already out there. Her name was on the court paper when I went to court today. And then on top of that, I ended up getting a lawyer. That's another thing, y'all. I ended up getting a lawyer because I I want to counter, like what Chrissy said, I want to counterfile against that, because I was like, she said I'm harassing her. This woman has been coming, and she filed this in November. This woman's been coming on this platform harassing me. She didn't. I mean, it's all out there. Just because she deletes it off of her page does not mean shit. And the paperwork is there. She can't sit here and say I ain't say shit. I ain't do.
You did a 10-day spree talking shit on how much you wanted this girl to be unalived and wanted her head on a platter, wanted her kid's school name. Why you did that? I know
shit.
why, but I'm just
bitch. Your name is written all up and down that thing, right? Like nobody can sit and say that they like. She can't say maybe it was a troll. That can't. Her information was on my paperwork, and I was like, how can I harass somebody that's literally coming on her platform every damn month talking about me and my kids?
You did a 10-day spree. Yeah, Olivia's a dumbass. She knew how to hit your button, and your button was Chris. But then after she said that about Chris, you went and got Zolo and did a shout out and had him in your comments calling you sis. That pissed Olivia off to the core, as it pissed you off to the core that she brought up Chris's name. Both of you were mad over dudes.
Son's dad. The judge didn't even want to hear me, y'all. He said because they were going to send me to Dallas.
He's not.
Hear me out. They were about to transfer me to Dallas.
And when you go to court, the judge is still not going to listen to you. He's going to say what he wants to say and say, okay, court adjourned. Do your punishment. Goodbye. He's not going to give you a chance to talk. He's not going to give a chance for Olivia to talk. He's going to say his shit and then move on to the next case. That's probably what's going to happen.
They thought that I've been in Dallas this whole time. They was like, you've been in, apparently you went out there. They said I went out to Dallas.
No, you didn't go out there.
So
I don't know who said you did. You didn't go out there.
Honestly, I have a court date too. Y'all can look that up. It's all public record. She better come to court. I don't think she thought too deep into this.
She don't have to go to court.
Filing. Now that you did all this, and I was able to get a court-appointed lawyer, but I'm like, man, now that I actually physically know who the person is, they don't have to subpoena YouTube. I can really go get a regular lawyer and be like, hey, I'll pay you after we win because I got all proof. And just because she tried to, you know what's so funny? This is another thing, the joking around about the cease and desist letter. They said, no matter what, you still sent it out to her. You can use that in court. You can use that in court. Because she made it seem like I have just been harassing her and calling her. But you just called me. She just called me in January. January 1st, was it what, New Year's Day? So
I think that was AJ.
I couldn't get in my first offense, couldn't even get a personal bond because it was in Dallas. Arlington, Dallas is the same thing. Couldn't get a personal bond. Had to pay $500.
What's a personal bond? Hold up. Let me ask. What a personal bond? Because I don't know what that is. What is a personal bond? A personal bond generally refers to a close emotional connection or relationship between people by trust, affection, and mutual understanding. However, in a financial context, a personal bond can also refer to a type of bond issued by individuals, often backed by their personal assets or credit. Oh. She couldn't get a personal bond.
I just got home. I just took me a shower, got cleaned and everything. $500.
She made it sound like she paid the $500. I don't think anyone paid $500, just to be honest. I think the bondsman paid the rest. But I don't
Shout
know.
out to the ones that came through and paid it. because I was like, I need y'all to pay it now. They're talking about transferring me out. At this point, it's
So for you, let's just say, even though we don't believe, let's say Chris paid 300 and Philip paid 200, okay, or vice versa. You made them pay you for that over internet dumb bullshit, but Chris can't give you a dime for his son ever. But he paid for your bond. If it's true. If he indeed paid that. I know Philip would have paid it, or Mama Dukes or Hannah. But if Chris paid that and it was over internet dumb shit that he was tired of, he left you because of, he wanted to get far away because of that, he ended up having to pay for that.
It's not even about social media. And that's what I was telling one of my friends. It's not even about social media no more. Now it's personal. Like, you didn't step into my personal life. Like, I don't like you either. I don't care what you got going on.
So that's why Jasmundo got mad when Olivia said that $500 bond hurt you, didn't it? It hurt you. And that's why she got mad and said, I didn't pay it. It didn't come out of my pockets. My baby daddy's paid for it.
But why are you messing with my family? You keep messing with me. Why are you're really harassing me. You're really harassing me.
Baby. Never mind.
You went and did a whole police use. The crazy thing is, the amount of effort you put into fighting to hurt me and my kids, you could have been getting your kids with that effort.
See, she could have, but see, Olivia was against Gerard and Antonisha. She had no way of winning that. She had no way of winning that because whatever Gerard said was facts. It was factual, whatever Gerard said, and he had won that case. She probably had given up and said, I ain't got no chance to win this. But see, out of spite, she hit you up with that harassment because you did a 10-day. It's not like you only did it for one day. You did it for 10 straight days. You had picked up on some views off of those threats. And you got rid of most of the threats. It's out here on the YouTube streets. Shoot, I like the one that Young and the Desperate has. Young and the Desperate has the best one. I wish that it would have stayed on here because that one. But see, how could you not understand that that's what you would
That's the
risk for?
crazy part about it.
That's the crazy part of it. You don't understand that that's why you
risk. I'm glad that everybody stepped up when I needed them to and helped me out and was there for me. But I am going to take this back and I'm going to file.
And if Mama Dukes did pay the bond and she's giving the credit to the baby daddies, I would be pissed as a mom because she's always has done that. Even when she was in the hospital and Mama Dukes and Philip's mom were both taking on the kids, she gave props to Chris. Oh, shout out to Chris for holding down the kids. When Mama Duke says she had the kids one week and Philip's mom had the kids the other week. So where did Chris get this attaboy for?
I'm going to file. And on top of that, I'm going to show up to Dallas. I ain't doing no Zoom. I'm going to show up to Dallas, to court. I will be there. Like I said, I don't think you thought this through. I don't think you thought it was going to go this far. Maybe she thought they was going to just, harass me a little bit or something. No. I've had the most cleanest record that anybody can ever ask for.
And now I have this on my record. Mm-mm. And my kids are
Olivia's
traumatized.
petty.
On
That's
top of that, my twins were crying. My baby that has not ever been away from me by himself that long since I was in the hospital when he was little was devastated. And Kaylin's trying to soothe.
See, Jasmundo thought it was just gonna be a beef online, like back and forth talking shit. But then they both, cause they know each other's personal business, they both went personal. She told everyone Zolo was dad. Got Zolo on her channel, did a shout out for him, played his music on her. That grilled Olivia's. Her mind went nuts when Jasmine did that. Jasmine struck back with her baby daddy. And she probably did that because Olivia was bringing in Chris. Chris, if anyone talk about Chris, it drives Jasmine nuts. She will cut for Chris. She will do a bit for Chris. She'll do some time. She'll do some time for Chris. She don't care. She'll do it. And Olivia just proved how much she cared about Zolo, how much Zolo meant to her, and how much it really pissed her off that Zolo was with Jasmine to be against her. It really ticked Olivia off to the point where she called harassment because Jasmine did a 10. Don't forget, Jasmine did a 10-day spree of harassment. She did. Did she know it was going to go this far? Hell no, she did not. She thought it was going to be online beef and they were going to get their views and move on. But see, Olivia is petty as fuck. And she went that extra mile.
Soothe them all. Kaylin, my 12-year-old, trying to soothe them. And I have another one at home with the flu. I never hated somebody so much in my life. And I never wished anything on anybody, but I wish the worst for her.
Mm.
You know, sometimes you could just say, I'm going to leave this bitch where she is and I'm going to move my way. But she's not leaving me alone. She won't leave me alone. And I'm really sick and tired of it because it's affecting my kids. And we already know that that's what she wants. She doesn't want me to have my children. So, yeah.
Maybe she does feel like, why do I get my kids taken away and Jasmine still has hers after she locked them in the room and all that, like when she did that little reaction on My Shabby Life. She probably did think that, but Jasmine didn't think it was going to go this far. Now look, it went this far. And
Your girl went to jail I went to jail for the first time and I didn't even whoop nobody's ass. I got accused of something that I didn't do.
you not know you threatened her though for 10
I'm
days.
harassing her, the whole internet, you know, and I'm going to say this, shout out to every reactor on this page that's documented everything that woman has deleted. Shout out to every last one of y'all because I will be using y'all's information in court. Yes, I've said.
She said a lot of things. So have you, but Olivia did not. She does not use your name. She does not threaten to unalive you. She does not say, call the cops because I got people by you. You better watch your back. Like, I understand as a mother, I would have been fucking pissed off too. I would have been so pissed off. I would have came out of pocket too. If you're talking about my kids, I'm going to come out of fucking pocket for your ass. I'm on your ass. But see, I would have kept that off the internet. Fuck the internet. I would have just did what I had to do. But see, Jasmine did it on the internet, y'all. And I don't even think she did it because it was about the kids. She did it because it was about Chris. That's what I think. Those are my thoughts. We might agree to disagree. Some might not agree with what I'm thinking, but I feel she is more mad at the fact that Olivia brought in Chris into the subject. And that's why she did her 10-day spree. and she saw the views, and she's like, oh, I'm getting views for this. I'm gonna keep going because I gotta all Olivia's haters are on my side. I'm gonna keep this going. I'm gonna get these coins. I'm gonna make this money. And that's why she did the 10-day spree, which, okay, I get it. But see, Olivia is a cop caller. She will call the cops. She has said many times how she's proud of, she would report somebody. She'll call and report and do all her shit.
Said things. I've done a live to where
I'm
I
gonna
was
fuck
so
with the bitch like
distraught
that.
because she was saying that my daughter was sexually assaulted. If I can sit and watch a person say some stuff like this and I know it's not true and they look so believable and it's so believable that everybody else is believing, and you're saying you didn't brought your mama into it, you didn't brought my second child into it. I was distraught. I was just heartbroken. Like, you literally paint this picture of my kids.
It does suck when you see someone on the internet spread lies about you, and you know it's not true. You know it's not, you're not that type of person. You know it's not facts, you know, but everyone's going to believe it. It sucks. It does. It really sucks when you're like, it's not true, but everyone's believing her like it's true. But see, we all told you to report her when she said that the first time, when she sat on that bed and did all that. Because as soon as I knew you and Chris went on that panel and Chris said something that pissed her off, which was, I would not let my son miss a game, I knew it was on and cracking after that. I knew Olivia was gonna switch over on you guys. I knew that was it for Chris. Because then Jasmine did a panel with her mod, and then Olivia called being sneaky and saying, why doesn't anybody like Chris? Well, I wonder if I could find that. Let me find that.
And of Chris. You painted this picture of everybody.
Let me find that. That's when I knew Olivia was
I
going to
said
go
some shit
that way.
Yeah, I said I'll beat her ass. I said that. I probably shouldn't have said it because that's what she used in court. That's part of it, I guess.
Let me
Me
find
saying
it.
that. But just know, when you delete videos, they're not fully deleted. You can delete them all day. The proof is in the pudding because it's all over the internet now. Like I said, I don't think you thought this one through. Maybe you thought I was dumb. You really thought I was dumb? You really thought I was dumb? I didn't have a phone in my hand or nothing. I actually had time to
Please
sit down
forget.
and think. You know, when you go to jail, that's what they want you to do. They want you to think about why you went there. I thought about you real long and hard. I thought about how I was going to approach it. I thought about what I was going to do next. I thought about everything. And I said, this woman has exposed herself. And that's what made it hard for other people that call the police on me. That's the part that makes it hard. But you exposed yourself by giving your personal information when you made the file, when you filed your report. Now you opening up a case broader than what you think you're doing. Like, it's going to reach out to my minor children. And the whole defamation of character stuff. And that cease and desist, you did this. I can use every bit of it in court. Every bit. Because I told you to leave me alone. But I'm harassing you. The phone calls, how you called me on New Year's Day. But I'm harassing you.
That was AJ. But see, now what Olivia's doing now, you
just know.
I don't know.
Just know that I will be there. And hell, everybody show up. Everybody show up to the damn court date. We all gonna be there. Let's all go.
That's a big deal.
Who wants to be a witness? Can I get an amen? Who wants to be a witness? Because everybody didn't seen how you come on here terrorizing me. But you tried to.
See, Jasmundo, that doesn't matter though, because you threatened her life, baby, for 10 days. And that's what the court is about. The court is not about who said what. Who did this on this day? Who said what? It's about what you did for 10 days straight. That's what she reported you on. So anyone could be a witness. Anyone could do a reaction. Anyone could say whatever. It's not going to change the fact that you said and did what you did. Sadly, that's just what it is. It's not going to change what you said. You said, I'm trying to find that live. You said you wished bodily harm on somebody. So it don't matter what clips you get. What Olivia is sneaky, conniving. She's all that. Here it is. I found it. Let's go. So I know a lot of people like Olivia needs to get on her ass. Olivia needs to get it. Yeah, she does. She really does. She does. I agree with y'all. She does. And she's gonna get her karma. She will. But doesn't change the fact what Jasmine did though. She threatened this girl. So it was towards the end when Olivia called.
Everything. I guess I was just kind of being selfish.
Answer. Hopefully, it's
Yeah,
not.
we're almost 2 hours.
I know. Okay, y'all. We got one more person, and we're gonna wrap it up because that was the last question.
And the reason why I'm showing this is because I already knew Olivia was going against Jasmine and Chris right here. And this was 2 years ago. I already knew it was on and cracking because Jasmine and Chris went on a panel of a reactors channel, and Chris said, I would never let my son miss his practice. And I knew Olivia was not going to like that. I already knew she was going to go against Jasmine right there.
All right. Hello? Hello? Well, I guess I thought we had one person. So that's all the they're going. Hold on, we got one person. Here we go, y'all. Look.
Hello.
It's Olivia. Hey, Lynn.
Hey.
Hey, Lynn.
Girl, show your face. I know you're not a troll.
I'm a troll. Just funny. No, but I was just gonna say that I'm loving this live. Jazz, you need to do this more often. Hello to the woman that's on the panel. What's
Hi,
your name?
Lynn. Hi.
Have I talked to you before?
I'm not sure.
No, I love your accent. Oh my god, it's so
Thank
gorgeous.
you.
But I wanted to ask you, Jazz, like, how do you feel? Because I see everyone calling in and asking these dumb questions. But like, how do you feel about like everyone talking mess about Chris the way they do online, and they don't even know him? Like, they try to put out a bad representation of him, but they don't even know him. Like, how does that make you feel?
It bothers me because I feel like they're not even giving him a chance.
Exactly.
Now, Olivia was being conniving right here, okay? She knew what was going on behind the scenes. And I say this because a couple months after this, she comes out with the story that she was afraid of her friend's life, right?
Out this fake narrative about him, about who he is, just because they just don't like him. They don't like his personality because he was a real protective person, and also, he just don't play bullshit, don't play the shit. You know what I'm saying? So I hate that about him, which is annoying. But I really do hate that they like to talk about him or make fun of him, make fun of a relationship, and people think it's a joke. People really think that I will go back or I will do something stupid as far as be with a man that ain't working. That's their favorite thing to say. He's not working. He's not doing this. He's not contributing to the household. That people hate him so much that they make their fake narrative just so that they can make money off of it. It's crazy.
Yeah, no, that is crazy. I just feel like they don't want you with anybody or something. It's the weirdest thing. Because you're right. I feel like they never even gave him a chance. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, I just wanted to call in and ask that question. I love you, girl. Keep doing your thing. I'm watching.
I'm gonna call you. I'll call you later.
Okay. Bye, y'all. Bye.
See that right there, Olivia was being a fake and phony because she knew what it was, and she knew that they went on that panel and said what was being said, and she didn't like that. So as soon as I saw that, I knew that she was going to be against Jasmundo right there. I already knew that it was going to be crazy. Let's just go back to that time right here on her lives. So slowly but surely, even Jasmine said, I already knew she was starting to get away from me, and she already knew it because Olivia was being sneaky, saying that, why would you go on that live and ask that question about Chris when you talk to them when they're fighting all the time? Like, why would you go on there to say that? Like, you said that to be sneaky in my eyes. Do I believe Olivia did what she did to make Jasmine go crazy? Yeah, I do. I do. Because Olivia went crazy. Olivia went crazy because Zolo was on Jasmine's page. That's all Jasmine had to do to make Olivia go nuts, was have Zolo on her fucking live or her fucking channel. And at that time, Zolo and Olivia weren't even talking yet. They started talking after that, right? And then Olivia came out, okay, yeah, he is the dad and blah, 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 whatever. And I say that it's not gonna work. And I say that because I remember all those things. We reacted to all those things. We were there. We watched them. And you know, anyone that has a reaction channel, you know how we have to really pay attention to these things. We have to rewatch them. We have to re-listen. We have to hear this shit. So we remember these things because we have to react to them. It's our job. We have to sit there and watch and react, right?
You were a liar. I didn't do nothing but love you. I loved you wholeheartedly. I've done things for you, for this nigga, that I didn't even do for the nigga that I was with for 14 years. I just think about everything that I've been dealing with the past. We didn't officially break up until the month of December. This past month. Yeah. So, bitch, whoever you are that's watching my page, your nigga's been lying to you. He's been cheating on me too, y'all. I found that out too. He's been cheating. He's been lying to you. I hate to break your bubble. The nigga ain't been living. I'm where he been telling you he been living. The motherfucker's been here. The motherfucker's been here. Has it been easy? No. We've been arguing. This is something that he dreaded. He didn't want me to go live. Begged me not to go live. So I'm not going to drag you, talk about everything. I'm not going to do all that. But I'm going to talk about how I've been treated these past couple of months. Like, I'm so tired of this shit. Hold on.
So
Because I love him so much, I put him first. I didn't want to believe nobody else. Not your sister. Whenever it was kind of brought to me in a certain type of way. But you've been lying since the beginning. I feel like Legend was just like, I don't want to say a mistake, but that's how I feel like he sees it. Like Legend was a bump in the road. Like, damn, I can't treat her like I did everybody else. I don't know how hard it is. Like, I look at him and I just be like, damn, bro. It's so much. Like, that's why I could literally drag your ass, bro. I get dragged on this bitch every day to defend your dumb ass, bro. Every fucking day, nigga. Every day.
I get dragged. They talk about shit about our son. They talk about me. I get dragged. I don't want to Cheeto boo-boos. But little that they think it's me. Eat your Cheetos. Eat your Cheetos. Yum. I have to give him another bath. He just pulled them out. He was fine with, like, he's okay with just don't say nothing, don't say my name, don't say nothing, just let them talk and just let it die out. Don't ever say nigga. You asked me to delete videos that were your liable proof that you didn't do cocaine, that we were having a good time with our family. You wanted me to delete liable videos.
So did he?
Like, what was that going to do? You think that's going to stop them from talking shit? Because they still talk shit. Did he want me to say so? He didn't even want me to go live when I went live when I was talking about his sisters, his baby mamas. Because then it's tying me in to being with him. Fuck you, nigga. Nigga, I'm not gonna let nobody say that our son ain't yours, nigga. I fucking laid up and had my legs wide the fuck open while you nutted in me. So don't play me. Don't play me. So yes, I am financially fucking struggling. I think today I was like, I'm tired of begging a nigga to help me. A nigga that's here. He ain't here now. He can't come in the house. Put a fucking chair behind the door. I'm tired of begging. I've been looking for an apartment. Is it going to be hard for me to fucking find something? We got to leave into a 2-bedroom. I've been trying to find something. So that, because I know that I'm not okay. And I know that I'm fucking depressed and frustrated and irritated. I'm going to get through it. I got through this shit before. I've been trying to find something. But until then, we have to be here. I have to be able to make sure that they're good. That everybody's good. The kids is good. My older two know what's going on. And I just like, how, like, nigga, you came into this life knowing what you was dealing with. It got so toxic. You want me to be real? It got toxic to where I was just like, y'all come in here. He finna tell y'all something. That was my fault. But nigga, fuck it. Tell the kids. Tell all of them. My older ones already thought something was up. You know, they're not stupid. They old enough to understand something's wrong with mama. Mama crying for no fucking reason in the middle of the night. Singing fucking songs, drinking and shit. They ain't stupid. They know mama's going through some shit. My old Kaylin comes and gives me a hug. Mama, it's gonna be okay. You're gonna get through it.
What you did to me.
I think that's what gave me a little strength. Everybody fucking knows. Everyone didn't know on social media, but Chris, the entire fucking family knew. All the way to Philip and fucking Hannah. Everybody fucking knows. Everybody knows. Now everybody, the whole world's gonna fucking know. The whole fucking world's gonna know.
See, and the only reason why I'm playing this is because Jasmundo, this guy ain't worth it, girl. He ain't worth it. Why you keep trying to hold on to this dude, I don't know why. You want everyone to believe that he paid your bond. You want everyone to believe that. And if he did, and no one believes you,
You know?
it shouldn't bother
it is what it is,
you.
y'all.
It shouldn't bother you. If he did, why are you bothered? And we think that's not true. If we don't believe it's true, if it don't apply, you let it fly. If you know he did, you don't need to prove it to the world. You don't need to prove it to Olivia because she's laughing at, oh, look at how he used to look at her. She's just doing what reactors do. She's taking a piece out of the reaction book. That's it, because she knows it's going to piss you off. Just like how when you had Zolo up in your shit, pissed her off. See? Are we ever gonna know? No.